Good evening. Welcome back to this second segment of the Glazov Gang, joined by Anne-Marie, Dwight Schultz, and Nonie Darwish. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before we resume our discussion, I am very excited to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most, how excited are you to be on the Glazov Gang? Anne-Marie?
I don't know if you want to use the word excited tonight. This stuff with Boston and all the terrorists, it's kind of spooky. So I'll say on a spooky scale, it's 15. How's that?
Okay. Dwight?
Filidat purina stafim do storia asastafran kundaman santiantos.
Wow.
Alimnia pukla havashoto sumpa. Kielo? Kielo nopa?
Holy
The rebellion continues against the leadership of the Glazov Gang. Nonie Darwish on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, thank you so much, Nonie. On a scale of 1 to 10?
12.
Oh, this show is going fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Glazov Gang. Back to the serious issues of our time. Look, let me begin with this. We've got Jihad destroying our country, inside of our country. We've got the left that's in power, and the left also wants to destroy our country. And the key is it cannot allow the population to realize and to understand that Jihad is responsible and is trying to destroy our country. Because if the truth is told about Islam, it ruins the narrative. Because if the truth is told about Islam, then this culture and society might be worth defending and protecting. So the left has to keep that narrative, right? So it was this reason. It was this reason. It was this reason that the Chechen bombers did that. All of a sudden, Johar wakes up. I did it because of the Quran. I did it because of Islam. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You were displaced. You didn't have a lot of opportunities here, did you? And he says, no, I actually lived a very good life here. Good education, good standard of living. I agree with what the Quran says. You're an infidel, and it is our duty to subjugate you and to destroy you and to kill you. Guys, get the Miranda rights in here. This guy's ruining our this guy's ruining our whole narrative because we have a country to destroy. Comment on this, please. I think that the people in charge, because as far as Obama is concerned, they're leading the sheep to the slaughter very successfully. The population is docile. It's obediently heading towards the $17 trillion debt. Muslim Brotherhood's in Washington. Muslim Brotherhood's taking over the Middle East. This is just getting in the way. My tirade is over. Nonie, talk a little bit about this unholy alliance between the left and Jihad.
Well, they've been winning and winning, the far left in America, and now we have a president who's a revolutionary. Obama is a revolutionary. And Jihad is a revolutionary. And he doesn't see Jihad as something bad for America. In my opinion, I think he regards Jihad as something good for America because he himself is a revolutionary. He wants to change America upside down, and he's doing it bit by bit, and the jihadis are helping him.
Nonie, you and I, being from totalitarian, authoritarian regimes, do we think that America needs to be transformed?
No, we don't.
We don't.
But they think America
No,
needs
what
to be
I'm saying is
transformed.
those people who love this country do not want to see it transformed.
No,
It is
absolutely.
And Obama out of his own mouth said he wants to transform it. And guess
Yeah.
what? People who believe in Sharia want to transform it too. Anne-Marie?
Oh, yeah. That's so true. This reminds me of your book, too. It's what you talked about, how they want to they love to see everything in rubble and just ruins, and then they can go in and rebuild the society that they really want and plant their greens and drive their ugly cars and
so if
take
they
over
let
the world.
Johar talk too much, pointing to Islam and the Quran, it interferes in the narrative of the leftist media and the leftist leadership in terms of what they're trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, these people hate us. They don't just hate us, they believe it's their duty to kill us, to destroy all of us. Why would we defend anything like that? Unless it's for nefarious reasons.
Dwight.
Well, Andy McCarthy's book, Grand Jihad, how radical Islam and the left are conspiring to destroy America, explains that many of the ideological fathers in radical Islam admire communism. It's many ways it's like Islam, except it's godless. So they will partner with them until it's time to kill them and use them. They've used a lot of the tactics of the communists. The communists never, ever admitted, if they were a member of the party and they were subverting the United States, they were... They remained silent until the end, the Alger Hisses of the world. No one, I mean, he denied being a communist, and he was protected by the Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb. For 40 years, they denied that he was a communist. And then when it finally comes out, what do they say? He was a good communist.
Yeah.
This is the same exact technique. There's no Islamic terrorist. Oh, he is an Islamic terrorist, but he's really just an innocent child who's been corrupted by America. They just turn it around.
Blame America first, and the devil made them do it.
And what Nonie said, Barack Obama is a revolutionary, and enough people know it now. They simply have somebody in government needs to stand up and say, when he was running for president, we made a terrible mistake. We decided not really to tell you the truth about this president. But now we know. It's unequivocal. The facts are there. This man is a revolutionary. He's a neo-Marxist, and everything he does points that out.
Thank you very much. A new special section of the Glazov Gang, the Marina Glazov Moment. And we're back for the Marina Glazov Moment. Ladies and gentlemen, my mom, former dissident in the Soviet Union, that typed samizdat, risking her life, along with my father, who signed petitions on behalf of political prisoners and human rights. He stood up for human rights along with my mom. She is actually the brains behind this show. And this week, she was stressing that Obama will not say the word Muslim. He will not say the word jihad. He's not saying anything according to those themes after jihadists perpetrated this attack.
Right.
I have been given the instruction for you to zero in on this particular issue, Obama's silence in terms of those words. Nonie.
That's the agenda of Islamists. He has the same agenda, which is conquer America without even allowing them to understand what's conquering them. See, this is the modus operandi of Islam. They penetrate a country, infiltrate it, and suddenly you're terrorized. And terrorism, Jamie, terrorism works on the psyche of nations, not only on the psyche of individuals. Nations can eventually give up a lot. And then I think America has been traumatized by 9/11, and instead of being careful, when another terror attack happens, instead of being very strong, I think we learn to cave in. And with every terror attack, we're starting to cave in a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, until we become like the Copts in Egypt, who are being terrorized, and nobody is arresting the killers. Nobody's arresting the jihadists in Egypt. Then in the Middle East, jihadists are everywhere, terrorizing everybody, every minority, and nobody, the police looks the other way. Are we going to reach that in America?
Nonie, thank you very much. And the silence of the president represents that. And by the way, I just read the other day, they're actually killing Christians just at will with no even fear of punishment anymore in Egypt. Anne-Marie, for the Marina Glazov Moment, zeroing in on the president's silence in terms of those words.
Yeah, I mean, it's taqiyya, right? Yes, how do you say?
Taqiyya.
Taqiyya,
Actually, Obama is using taqiyya in us now.
That's what it is, where he's fooling everybody. And Leila Gilbert, I interviewed her, and she was talking about how in Israel, everyone assumes that Obama is Muslim. She said that everybody. It's not a conspiracy theory. They just say that's what he is.
It's not just in Israel. In all over the Arab world, they think he's a closet Muslim.
Yeah.
And in America, there's a lot of people who know it, and they're just pretending, like being polite, you know.
Yeah.
We know, but we don't know.
So is he? Can we just say it straight out? Is
Why
he?
doesn't he admit it?
Yeah.
What a coward.
Yeah.
Dwight, in terms of those words not being spoken by the president, is there also some kind of a connection to this lovely fact that after 9/11, America was not touched under George W. Bush?
That's right.
Under Obama, 5 times. Am I correct?
Yes, that is correct.
But let us begin with the silence of Obama on the words used to describe who's killing us.
Well, that is, he will not say the words that he has expunged from the federal documents, which used to inform our federal officials and our military. The individuals in the United States military who used to teach about radical Islam have all been fired. You can't say radical Islamist. You can't say it. You can't read it. It's gone. And so therefore, he is following his own procedures. You don't say it, therefore it doesn't exist. If I don't say it, and since I have the media in my pocket, then the American public won't see it. It's a sophomoric. I mean, this is the Soviets did
but
this
Dwight,
all of the time.
these
But this
jihadists are trying to kill us. So
Yes.
if we can't say the word jihad
But you
in
see-
intelligence training, then the people who are stopping those words from being used, their blood is soaked
That is
in
right.
the victims of jihad.
That is right, because the end result of this is the American public will lose faith in the government, the Constitution of the United States, which he wants to destroy. He is a provocateur. This is it. He is being very successful. He is denuding the power of the United States. Just look at this. He said he was going to work on jobs. He's never worked on jobs. He's destroyed the family.
He doesn't care about
He's attacked the family. He's attacked the military. He's attacked our financial institutions. Now he's actually literally attacking the people, and he wants love in response.
And he gets it.
And he gets it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moral degenerate of the week who squirms and slides in the moral sewer, in my opinion, Geraldo Rivera, chooses this moment to reach out to his Muslim brothers and sisters who are going to suffer from Islamophobia. I would think that a man of integrity and nobility would make this announcement. My Muslim brothers and sisters, this is a moment where you need to go into the streets and repudiate Islamic supremacism, repudiate Surah 9:5, repudiate Surah 9:25 and 9:29, which teach the subjugation and oppression and hatred of the kafir. That's what Muslims should be doing. But he chose the moment to say he feels sorry for them in terms of the backlash that might happen, when this isn't about Muslims. It's about Islamic theology and ideology.
Exactly.
A minute, very briefly, what you think of Geraldo Rivera in terms of that disgrace, and also Chris Matthews, who's right now saying that the cause is not important. Hillary Clinton style, what difference does it make,
Doesn't
Nonie?
matter. Well, it's very sad, because all of this, whether it's Geraldo, this machinery in our media and around Obama, they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They want to demoralize the American psyche. I don't think this is a coincidence. We think Islam and Sharia law is dangerous for America. I don't think they believe it. I think that they think it's a good tool to destroy America with Islam, and then rebuild it with with a way. So what we consider is an oppressive tyranny, which is Islam, they think it's God sent from heaven, so they can accomplish their goals.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm using a metaphor here. This is a metaphor, but I don't think it's far-fetched. I picture Obama on the phone, and this is satire, it's a metaphor, but I picture him on the phone saying, tell them to stop that. It's working anyway. I'm going to destroy this country.
Exactly.
They're all going along willingly. Why are you doing this?
Exactly.
We're doing it successfully anyway.
Without
Slow
the terrorism.
down, right? And Anne-Marie, just in terms of Geraldo and that particular gesture that he gave the Muslim community when he should be reprimanding them to take a stand against the ideology that spawned this.
Yeah. Or if he didn't want to do that, then maybe he could have tweeted about the victims and the people that are going to be terrorized the rest of their lives, who or had limbs blown off at a Boston Marathon race. But you know, also, isn't he Mexican? Why are they his brothers all of a sudden? What is this
To the
man?
best of my knowledge, he also has a Jewish mother.
Yeah.
So this is very, very interesting. There's something of a Noam Chomsky embracing Nasrallah in Lebanon and apologizing for being a Jew. There's some kind of Stockholm syndrome there.
I think he likes to be au contraire. That's it. He doesn't have much of an intellect.
Dwight Schultz, your wisdom on the moral degenerate of the week in the media.
Well, Mr. Rivera is, I mean, I'm in show business, or was in show business, I'm mostly voiceover now, but it is at its base light and shadow. It's about how you look. And these people, he is in show business. He cares about how he looks. When a Hispanic drunk killed 4 or 5 people, the idea, and this illegal immigrant, he went to bat for illegal immigrants everywhere. And his concern was not for those killed. It was for, we should never look at all illegal immigrants as if somehow they are responsible for, because after all, a lot of white Americans also kill people in automobiles. He doesn't look at the act. He wants to look good to his audience. He doesn't want to be looking judgmental. And so he's always done this.
And imagine behaving this way during the Holocaust. And I would say it's almost the same thing. Please, only 10 seconds each, because we only have a minute left. 2 or 3 sentences. Final thought. Nonie?
Final thought is we are seeing America change very rapidly in front of our eyes. And I plead with the American people, if they want to preserve their freedom and democracy, to understand that Islam and Jihad is going to destroy this country. We've already been infected with the virus.
Thank you, Nonie. Anne-Marie, quickly.
Political correctness opened the door to this. All of us stepping aside, putting our arms up in the air in the airports, every bit of this is the reason this is happening now.
Dwight? Thank you, Anne-Marie.
You can wipe the word jihad out of American documents, but you can't remove it from the international jihadis who use it on a regular basis.
Thank you so much, Anne-Marie, Dwight, and Nonie. Thank you for joining the Glazov gang.
Thank you, Jamie.
The victims of the Boston Massacre, here on the Glazov gang, we think of you, and we will fight for justice for you, and we will fight to make sure that there are no more Boston massacres in the name of truth. We'll see you next week on the Glazov gang.